G'day guys, welcome to GJBricks. I'm Greg. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Creator Expert Winter Holiday Train, set number 10254. Comes in at 734 pieces. It's been around a couple of years. It's one of those sort of polarizing sets. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally got it because I think it's rather good. I love my trains, as you know. It's been on my wish list to get. I could get it on sale, as I said in my haul video a couple of weeks ago. I think the design of it is rather charming. It's kind of not a mainline train because it's designed with this kind of funny wagon in the middle. That's not really big enough to do anything. It's just a kind of short haul fun train of some kind of design. We've got the tender up here. You get loads of these little builds in here as well, which is rather cool, the Christmas presents that go in here. We'll talk about all of that in here, and we'll talk about all of this detail through here. So let's get into this review. Here's the finished train. You get this lovely engine in this green, red and black and white with steam coming out of it. Little Christmas wreaths on the side there. The tender here with white branches and Christmas lights going on. A Christmas tree that spins round as you push the train along. Notice the use of the word push. This is not motorized, but in the instructions it does tell you how to motorize it with the power functions. Now, naturally, you know I don't like power functions. I'll be using powered up, and that will be in another video very, very soon. We've got a pile of presents here, which are quite a fun build, and we've got the car at the back here where you can sit and have a cup of tea or a glass of Glühwein or something like that while you sit in there and watch the snowy world go by. You also have this little platform over here and a rather large number of minifigures for this set. There's 5 because there's another one in here. 6 if you count this little robot dude here. So it's good value set in that respect. I will say when I picked the box up, it wasn't as heavy as I expected for a Creator Expert box. It was quite light, but you do get a lot of track in there. There's 16 pieces of track, enough to make a complete loop or drive you loopy if you've bought other trains because you now have a massive amount of curves. just saying there's a lot of curves in LEGO train sets, but for those who don't have trains, curves are important. So let's start off by looking at this beautiful engine in a bit more detail. Now, one thing I will say is when I was putting this together, there is a lot of stuff going on in this that you can't see. It's very clever how it's put together, all the little bits that come together to make this work. This front bogie here can be actually swapped out. It hinges like that, you can see, but it's designed to be swapped out so you can put the motor in here instead, like I said, and then there's a gap underneath here so you can run the cable up through to the battery box, which you put in the tender here. Now, I've been a Creator Expert set, as they did with the other Creator Expert trains. They actually give you the instructions on how to change this whole thing up to use the power functions system. I'm going to use powered up. Like I said, I like the Bluetooth system more, so I will be changing this. That does require a slight change because the plugs are on the front here, but that's a different video and I'll talk about that then. I love how they've got this little puff of steam in here using this clear pieces and some white there, this inverted funnel here. It looks great. Let's just have a look at that from the front there as well. I mean, it gives that real kind of feeling of this thing's moving along, not quickly, it's not a fast train, but it's going along, giving all the winter riders a nice ride. And I love this piece on the front. It's great. I've always wanted one of those, so now I have one. I might have to pick a couple more up from Bricklink so I can build some more of these classic trains, but I like this kind of this style of older grille on the front. I think that works really well. I like the way the gold bars are done, and this is a good use of the cups here to join up this whole piece. So that sits onto a stud there, and gold, these little dashes of gold everywhere just really give it character. Gold on the bell there behind. Ding ding ding. You can tell the passengers are going to absolutely love riding on this train. I think again from the front this is a really good profile. That's a great shape. The LEGO designers did an awesome job for me here. I think this is a great looking shape from every angle. This engine, it may be small, but it's got everything in the right place and it's the right proportions. There's our engine driver there. Now I will say one thing here, let's just remove that. Here's our engine driver, let's pull him out. The inside of the cab, which you can't quite see, let me just add some extra light in there, is maybe a little bit thin on detail. You've just got that set of dials there. There's no furnace or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame, bit of a missed opportunity. But the reason for that is because you take out this whole piece here, which is where the fire would be, to put the IR receiver from the power function system in. So I'm thinking what I can do is actually build that out as part of my upgrade to this set. I like the way we've got these pistons here. Now it's a shame there isn't actually a piston on this, but I don't know where you'd put it. It would have to go onto here, and that would probably hit this, so it wouldn't really work. Got these axes underneath, just giving some detail, not actually acting as axes, just axes there to do that. And then just a really simple reef. I think it looks really, really nice and simple. And here's our engine driver with his little cravat there. He looks like he's very happy to be riding this train, but we'll have a proper look at him in a minute. Tender itself is not a lot to write home about, quite simple. Basic, a bit more of the gold detailing here. I mean, I like the fact they've gone to the effort of actually trying to put something there and not just leaving it empty. These branches, I can take or leave these branches, to be perfectly honest. They do make the train very wide, as you can see. So 8 studs is here, and then that adds another stud. So this is technically a 10 wide train. So those are actually probably going to have to come off in most cities because it is too wide for the track. They do have this piece here, which is the designed to look like coal sitting there sliding down, and you can see that's just put on with a couple of hinges. I think that's a good detail. It does make it very easy to take all of that out to put a battery box in as well, as I said, so that will be good. Let's just clip that in, and the idea is that the engine driver here can actually stand on there and be shoveling away the coal, making this little train go as fast as its little boiler will make it go. Let's just put that back together so we have one more look at that engine. I think that's rather lovely. I think this is, I think the Lego design has done a really good job of making this little Christmas fun train that families ride on together. Magic. Next we've got this little dude. This nice little carriage that as you push it along, Christmas tree goes round. What a fun detail with this little train on the bottom there, spinning round. There he goes. Round and round and round, and a pile of presents for all the good children. Now there's a lot of presents there. There's only 2 children on this train, so they must have been really, really good because there's some big presents in there. We'll have a proper look at those in a second. They're just all micro builds, but they're very nicely done. Let's just take them out for a moment and have a look at this in some more detail. So it's pretty basic, but again, there's a lot went into actually putting this together. This tree's lots and lots of parts, and I like the way they've made the shape, the texturing. These are all exactly the same, all 4 sides of this, although it does look round the way they've done it, and it's just these yellow red pieces, and then a star on the top there. The train around the bottom I think is a rather inspired little micro build. I think they've done a lovely job on that one. And underneath you can see how it's a Technic piece here, so just a screw piece there onto a cog goes up. I like that they've put this extra bit in here just to stiffen the whole thing up, and good use of Technic pieces there. Technic pieces, not Technique pieces. Not a lot else to say about that one. I mean, I do think it's nice they put the steps on the side. It's good that they've put this extra detail around the gold. Again, they've tried to keep the gold and blue and things really consistent, which I think adds a lot to the overall character of this train. And then last, but by no means least, the Caboose, I think this is called, the little car at the back. Now, you want to hope it's not too cold where they are, because the doors don't actually close properly. They're just kind of bar style doors from the Wild West. A couple of lanterns hanging on the end there. Again, this Christmas tree foliage and a similar finish underneath to the other cart. A couple of ladders there. I think the roof really adds to it. I think it's got lots of good character there. And then inside, just a really simple couple of chairs and a table. So you can see people can sit in there, little lamp, just nice little environment for 2 people. Now I'm not entirely sure where all of the people for this train actually ride during the ride, because there's actually 3 passengers, 4 passengers, 3 passengers and a conductor. So it's going to be cozy in there, very, very cozy. But you know, I'm sure it's Christmas. They'll get by. But yeah, again, nice little build. I like the look of the overall look of this is good. I think it could be bigger, but that's not the point of this set. I mean, compare it to the size of that, it is shorter by 2 studs than the actual other car, which is a bit of a shame. And they could have put another set of windows in there, but together they go well. And this is a little fun holiday train, as I said. So to the uninitiated, this may look like a mishmash of bricks, but to those in the know, these are micro builds. I like what they've tried to do with all of these. So we've got there, first off, there's a fire engine, the white ladder, windows, blue light on the top. Not an easy thing to pull off at all, and I like the way they've used these rollerblade pieces for the wheels. Sailboat there as well. Mast is possibly a little bit on the long side. You could quite easily skewer someone with that if you're not careful, but here's our little robot. Good use of parts, very simple, but you can definitely tell that is a kid's toy that will be loved. Then just some simple presents. Another simple present. Layering up there. Here we've got like a, I don't know, it looks like a clockwork mouse or something. I guess that probably is a clockwork car. A clockwork car, that's what it is. Just figured it out. Thanks guys, you've inspired me there. And then here we have a little, I don't know, I guess it's a, well, it looks like it could be a drone of some sort. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. Looks cool. It's definitely a spaceship of some kind. We'll go with spaceship. And then another present there with a bow on it. Here's the waiting area that the winter passengers ride on. You've got this lamp that looks great. I think this is a really good use of the pieces here. I like how it's got the yellow bulb inside the wreath. This is a very good design in my books. Here's a fairly standard Lego bench. We all know those. And then just bits of snow around the platform, just for the people to feel like it's cold while they're waiting. Here we have the 3 passengers, a mum and her 2 kids, looking very festive there with her winter coat on, big smile and a beautiful big brown lump of hair there. The daughter here with a nice smile and freckles on the face, great printing, again with a very padded winter coat. And the boy over here with a very detailed puffer jacket. He's got something in his pocket there, not sure what it is, maybe a toy or something like that. And again, the freckles. I think these are very, very, very well printed. Around the back, carries on. Got the logo of a anchor there. The lines carry on here. We've got the fur carries on here. The only one with a second face is the mum here, who has her eyes closed. Going, I wonder what my kids have got for Christmas, possibly. And then here we have the 2 people working on the train. We've got the conductor here with his bag and his serious look with that moustache. And the train driver there with his big smile and his cravat and his working dungarees. Looks really good. I like the conductor's got his clock in his pocket there. Great, great, great printing on these. Around the back, nothing on the conductor, on the train driver, but the conductor's belt carries on round, and no second prints on these guys, so just the fronts, but I think they look great. I love both of those prints. I think they're fantastic. So there you have it, folks. I think this is a good set. I think it's a little bit on the high price side for what you get and the weight of it, but I do think it's a lovely train. I love how much this particularly took to build. I love all these little details in here. The stack of presents is great, and I think this is a good car. It's got potential to be expanded on, and I do like the way these are put together. I think it's very clever the way the Technic goes through there. So I think this is a good set. This is a one to get if you can get it on sale somewhere. I've seen places here in Australia that have put the price up $50 from the $150 standard, which makes me kind of upset, to be perfectly honest, but there's not many places in Australia that sell it still, strangely, although Lego.com do, so I don't know why people have put the price up when people can just buy it from Lego. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this a train you like? Is this a train you think has a lot of potential? Is this a train you think, why did Lego release it? Could have been so much better. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I post regularly. And don't forget to give this video a like so YouTube knows you've enjoyed it. And don't forget to share it everywhere so that other people can see and find my channel, and it helps my channel grow. I just want to remind you that I'm on other parts of the internet. Go and visit GJBricks.com and my Facebook.com/GJBricks channel. I'm on Instagram as well, GJ_Bricks. All the URLs are here. Go and check them out. Subscribe. Find me. I post different content on all of those things. And I am a member of the Bricktubers network, who you'll find all of the links down below. A fantastic group of builders, and we have some another video coming up in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's a couple more videos I think you will enjoy, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.